Hey guys, welcome to Willambeau Talks. And here in Willambeau Talks, I'll be talking about three topics: music, comic books, and history. I cover what I know. I do not claim to be an expert in music or comic books, only history. I obtained my BA and MA in history. I received my degrees in Los Angeles, where I was born and raised. I'm here in Boston for several reasons. As time goes by, I'll be peeling the layers, explaining why I'm here and why I made the move. Um, I'll start with the film Good Will Hunting, especially since it informs the name Willambeau. So there are three male characters in Good Will Hunting. Uh, Will, played by Matt Damon, uh, sorry about that. Professor Lambeau, played by Stellan Skarsgård, and last but not least, Sean, played by Robin Williams. Now, Willambeau derives from a combination of two characters, Will and Professor Lambeau. So, what about Sean, played by Robin Williams? I've always believed my goal to be like the character Sean, who is a balance of the characters of Will and Lambeau. Will is rebellious, introverted, intelligent, but without a purpose and obnoxious. Uh, um, Prof- Professor Lambeau, I would say, is the other side of the spectrum. Uh, he is smart, but not as smart as Will, nor as smart as Sean. But what Professor Lambeau lacks in intelligence, he makes up in hard work, which comes through with accomplishments that the character Sean never had, and the character Will never wanted. Um, let's see. Um, so Sean's balance comes from uh, trying to live a life of purpose. Uh, so instead of seeking accomplishments, he sought to live a balanced life. Out of the three characters, he was the only one married. So this is a long way of explaining why I go by Willambeau instead of Sean Willambeau. Uh, because again, to be like Sean is my constant goal. So having given this background on Willambeau, I'm not going to move on to what Willambeau Talks will be about. Again, music, comic books, and history. I'll later cover bands and their albums, uh, especially covering bands that deal with the number three, which is uh, something I'm into as well as these bands. So the next three episodes will consist of one of music, one of comic books, and one of history. So after which, depending on the feedback, I will focus more on one out of the other two. Uh, my guess now is that I'll be focusing on music, in particular albums. As you can tell by backdrop here, I have albums, historical stuff, comic book stuff, um, and yeah, this is basically a representation of the things that I'll be covering. And depending on the feedback, I'll be covering one more than the other two. So you guys let me know. All right, thanks.